So here's how I see it. I always start with the premise, fishermen just want to get out and fish. They don't want to do politics. They don't want to have to spend all their time negotiating. They want to get out and fish, and they want to fish in a way that their children will be able to fish as well. And their grandchildren will be able to fish. It's a sustainable approach. So it seems to me, if you start with that premise, you ought to get to a pretty good place. We need two things, as I see it. The first one is, we've tried to develop, as a country, a federal policy that's basically, it's based on the science. So how many fish are out there, what kind of fish are out there, what does it look like in terms of the stocks replenishing themselves, that kind of a thing. The problem is, we haven't put money into getting state-of-the-art science. And so, at least as I understand it, from both the fishermen I talk with and the scientists I talk with, you've got not the best work. You've got people who don't know how to draw the samples, you've got all kinds of problems with it. And as a result, you've got policies that are not lined up with reality, and that creates a real problem. The second is that given that the direction the fishermen want to go, it seems to me that the regulators, that NOAA should be sitting down with the fishermen on a regular basis together to be able to craft a policy that works and works for the fishermen. And so, and I think that they've really fallen down on the job in this, that the regulators have stayed far too removed from the fishermen and not really been informed and tried to make policy with the fishermen in a more collaborative way. So I see those as the two key parts. I was just talking with Frank as we were walking over here. He was talking about technical changes that may need to be made. Right now we've got a law that puts a hard date by which fishing stock are supposed to be back up to a certain point that has potentially terribly negative ramifications for this area and for Massachusetts generally, and actually for the country. Not good for the country. So the idea, as Barney Frank has pushed, that you head in the same direction, but as long as you're on the right glide path, you may want to roll some of the dates out a little bit longer so that we get some smooth transition to a place where the fishing stocks are fully replenished. Sounds like a very sensible idea. So I think there is clearly room for the federal regulators to improve and to do it in a way that works with the fishermen to try to keep a strong, robust fishing industry for all of Massachusetts. Yeah, good.